about to have a serious mixed stomach ache after this.
I'm eating the entire menu wherever my Tesla takes me for the next 7 days, and today is day number 1. Rule number 1, I have to finish the entire menu at least 7 restaurants this week that all must be chosen by my Tesla, which every Tesla does when you hit the secret hungry button inside. Rule number 2, I have to finish a minimum of 1 menu per day. Rule number 3 is where it's gonna get interesting. Because the day I start each challenge is the day I have to finish each challenge. If I can't, not only will I have leftovers to eat the next day, but the restaurant minimum will increase by 1. This challenge is only complete if I've made it through all the required menus before the week is over. I'm just hoping to get some good restaurants this week. But with my luck, I'm sure I'm gonna get some unexpected surprises. I'm now standing in front of one of the worst rated restaurants in my entire city. Your next triumph will be won through kindness. This may be the most ironic fortune I've ever gotten, considering the reason I'm doing this entire challenge. Every week for the last 6 months, I've gotten an email from someone called cheekychap99. The subject line is always the same. The top photo is also always the same. And the 2 words he closes out each email with are always the same as well. The only thing he does change is the second photo, which is always a screenshot of an old food challenge, with a circle around 1 or 2 crumbs that I left behind. Now, I got bullied a lot as a kid, so I know what it's like to have a few haters, which is why at the end of this challenge, I'm gonna deliver the biggest slice of humble pie ever delivered to a hater in YouTube history. So challenge accepted, cheekychap99. As day 2 got started, I was pretty confident for the rest of the week. So far, working my way through the kids' meal, it was time for one of the items I was looking forward to the most.
Absolutely sensational. Oh, all right, so we have a gyro right here. Surprised to have this happen so early on in the challenge.
Believe it or not, this was my first time ever ordering the entire menu at a non-fast food restaurant. And not only did I fail, but for the first time in a long time, I was actually starting to doubt myself.
What is this, right?
It was clear I'd underestimated how hard this week was gonna be. But as I put the leftovers away, I realized the loss had actually taught me something important. If my Tesla chose a local restaurant, it was probably gonna be pretty hard. On the other hand, a fast food menu, everything continued to taste amazing.
Try out some of their special sauce.
I honestly can't remember what the special sauce tasted like, but as you can see, they got every item in my order. To accurately test the last review meant that I had to finish my entire order. My first plan of attack was to start with the sandwiches.
This one looks intimidating.
After I took a whiff of the second sandwich, I got some pretty intense flashbacks yesterday. And to make things worse, nothing was making it better. The day before that, and the entire Panda Express menu the day before that, is it. I did my best to forget about it and decided to move on with the rest of the challenge.
How's it going? Can I get everything on the menu?
All right.
That was the most normal reaction I've ever had after asking for everything on the menu. If you've made it up to this point of the video, why don't you go ahead and just drop a burger emoji down below. Vanilla shake.
As soon as I got into the first shake, I felt reinvigorated once again. After taking down the cheeseburger, I made my way to the chocolate shake, something called chapli, which I'm 99% sure I pronounced wrong, but oh well.
Now it's time for the biggest menu on the item.
The best dressed person in that restaurant. After starting with the bowl, I was confident in... I definitely should have just stuck with one restaurant today.
I'm about to have one heck of a mixed stomach ache.
Unfortunately, with 31 items on the menu, getting through this wasn't going to be very easy. On the plus side, I still had the rest of the day ahead of me.
Woo! McDonald's Diet Coke just gave me some life.
And as soon as I started, I felt reinvigorated again. After working my way through the caramel sundae, I eventually got to the legendary McDonald's fries.
Fries are down. Time for the Big Mac.
But as soon as I started on the Big Mac is when things... What are they feeding these chickens? Goodness. Because that's exactly where I was headed. On the plus side, I was making solid progress on the menu. And I was to try and finish...
At least I wore the right shirt for this.
This local restaurant specializes in one of the hardest foods to eat a lot of, sandwiches. And unfortunately for me, they weren't small ones either. I had a little bit less than 10 pounds of sandwiches, chips, and cookies to finish before midnight. I knew the only strategy I could use was to take my time with each sandwich. As I started on sandwich number 1, I
got another sandwich for another like 10 years after that.
These days, it's easier than ever to let a hater make you feel like you're not good enough. But the next time you're about to clap back at them with the response they may be expecting, your next triumph will be won through kindness. I say, give them gratitude instead. Because the way I see it, our biggest haters all have a purpose. Some will make us feel heated. Others may humble us. But in my opinion, the best haters out there are the ones that make us hungrier.